Hey, Full Sail. My name is Tyler Albers, and I'm going to be going over how to be a good waiter slash waitress. I currently work at a board game cafe called the Board and Brew in College Park, Maryland. I enjoy it immensely, and I'll be going over some of the do's and don'ts of being a good waiter slash waitress, and some things to look out for when you're doing the job. So, in the world of a waiter, your main goal is to provide the best experience possible for your guest. It's initially, harder than people think. You might have a bad waiter slash waitress, and you think, oh, I could do my job so much better than they could. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. So the first thing to keep in mind is you want to greet them as soon as possible. You want to be open and inviting, always have a smile on your face, and always face towards them when you're talking to them. Never turn your back on them when you're greeting them. It's really all about, mannerisms, building a good rapport with your customer, and it all starts in this one spot. The next thing to do is to seat them at a clean table as soon as possible. If it's not possible to give them a table, give them a time limit that something might open up, or you can suggest alternatives if you do seating outside, or there are couches or some other places to sit. Just give them options. The next thing to do is to get them menus as soon as possible. It's very, very awkward when customers are just sitting at a table without menus, wondering, oh, should we go up to the front? Should we order here? Is it full service? So you want to eliminate those questions. So go ahead and go over and introduce yourself, drop the menus off as quickly as possible. You want to take drink orders first. So, ask if they want water, coffee, etc. If they do want water, get that out first thing, number one, because it's really weird when they actually order things and water comes out after that. It messes with the flow. So the next thing to do after you've gotten them their drinks is to take food orders. You want to make sure that you write down everything and then read it back when you're finished. So you make sure that they knew exactly what they were ordering and you know exactly what they're ordering and there's no doubt about it. Always make sure to give them alternatives as well. When the food is done, go ahead and deliver it as soon as possible. If it's something hot, you want to get it out to them before it cools down. Never overload your arms because it's the worst just to drop things everywhere. And always make sure the food is correct by cross-checking with the ticket before it goes out. When you've delivered your food, make sure that it comes with silverware and napkins. If they notice a problem with the food, which you should have caught already, you want to immediately apologize and get it back to the kitchen so they can fix it super fast, okay? Because they're going to be waiting double the time already. So you want to get it out as fast as possible and apologize profusely, of course. So once they have their food and everything is fine, you want to make sure that you check back in with them in a few minutes just to make sure that the taste is all right, that they don't need anything else like extra ketchup, extra ranch. It's always extra ranch, I know. If all is well, you can go ahead and relax on that table. You probably have more stuff to do anyway. So when everybody is done with checkout, you want to make sure that you try to upsell some dessert. It's always a good practice. And upselling is really just trying to make sure that the customer has gotten everything that they could possibly want. If dessert is a no-go, see if they want their check split or together. So when you go up to get a check, you'll be using a POS system. For those that don't know what a POS system is, it's a point of sale system, and all of them are very, very, very different. And so there's going to be no tutorial on that, but you want to make sure that you familiarize yourself with your own POS system. So after you get them their check, they've already paid. You want to wish them a wonderful evening, as always, and always show gratitude for tips. If they don't tip, don't be salty about it. It's not good for business. You want people to come back. You want people to feel welcomed. So, always have a smile. So the general rule in waiting tables is to be efficient. The adage is full hands in, full hands out. You want to take in as much stuff as possible into the kitchen when you're coming back from the floor, and you want to take as many things out as possible when you're doing that. You want to check on all of your tables as well. Your ultimate goal, like I said before, is to build a rapport with your customers. You want to make them feel comfortable eating there. You want to make sure that they come back and that they recommend this place to their friends. And the first point of contact between you and the customer is basically what's going to create that sense of comfortability. So, some do's and don'ts. First, do's. There are many more don'ts than do's, but be polite. Be knowledgeable about your food. Always ask help if others need it. Maintain a tidy appearance and a workstation, because you don't want, stuff everywhere. And then you want to respect dietary and religious needs, okay? Some other do's is you want to definitely notice any uneaten food, okay? If they have uneaten food, you want to ask, is the food all right? Because some people are a little bit reticent to say, oh, no, I don't really like it. You always want to thank them for coming. Communicate any strange orders to cooks, because the POS is, limited. So you always want to make sure that there's no question. Some don'ts. Don't banter with your customers, okay? You want to have a good rapport, but you don't want to, insult them in any way. Don't get in the way of cooks or baristas. They will kill you. Don't overload your arms with food or empty plates. And then always get answers to questions that you don't know the answer to. Some don'ts. Don't talk bad about the food. Upsell everything instead. It's much easier to upsell something that you like than to upsell something that you don't like. So find something that you like. Don't interfere with your coworkers' tables. Sometimes they might ask for help, but otherwise kind of leave them to their own thing. And don't smother guests with attention. Some parting remarks. Always trust your gut. Perform triage, meaning, prioritize things correctly and, try to do as many things that need your attention as possible. Always use context clues and always be cheerful. Service with a smile. So thank you, Full Sail, and have a good day.